The collapse of HBOS was a colossal failure of management, and 3 former bosses should take much of the blame. That was the blunt conclusion of the Parliamentary Banking Commission report last week. Today, one of them, Sir James Crosby, aware of mounting political pressure, has volunteered to take some punishment. During Commission hearings last year, Sir James apologised for his role in the bank's downfall.
I'm very sorry for what happened at the bank.
Today, in a statement, Sir James repeated his apology. "I received the enormous honour of a knighthood," he continued. "I believe that it's right that I should now ask the appropriate authorities to take the necessary steps for its removal." He also said he would take a cut in his HBOS annual pension entitlement, down from £580,000 a year to £406,000, a 30% reduction.
He's done the right thing, which is to admit that having been given this knighthood for services to financial service industry, that actually clearly his services weren't as good as we all thought, and so he's now decided to fall on his own sword, and that is a good thing.
But near the HBOS head office in Edinburgh today, there was less sympathy for the action by Sir James.
As a civil servant who's had his salary frozen for years by the act of these bankers, I think that's actually, he's getting off very, very lightly.
There are people who are living on a lot less. So perhaps it's a bit of a token, but it's still more than a lot of others are doing. So
it's a contrast to the case of Fred Goodwin, former boss of RBS. He had his knighthood taken away by a Whitehall committee and only agreed to a cut in his pension after repeated demands by ministers. So where does that leave Lord Stevenson, the former HBOS chairman, and Andy Hornby, former chief executive? There are demands for Mr Hornby's pension deal to be reduced.
James Crosby has done the right thing. He has shown genuine contrition, and he has given up a chunk of his very generous pension. Clearly now, though, Andy Hornby, who took over from him and was actually running HBOS when it went bust, must follow his example.
Tonight, Sir James Crosby quit a directorship at the catering group Compass. The Commission's already called for regulators to bar all 3 from holding further roles in financial services. The spotlight is still firmly on them and their positions in business.